Well, good morning. We're here with Chuck and Randy from Campbellsville Industries. They brought this beautiful new steeple to the Northford Church. Chuck, can you tell me something about how this was made?
Well, it is aluminum with a steel base and aluminum skin, and it is fabricated there in Campbellsville, and it is supposed to withstand up to 120 mile an hour winds. And I have seen tornadoes hit them and blow the skin off of them. I've never seen one on the ground yet.
Well, that's great. We don't get 120 mile an hour winds here very often. Well, thank you. So you brought this up from Kentucky, right?
Correct.
Yeah. You said what, 2.5 days?
Yeah, about 2.5 days. Yeah. We had a little layover here and there and had to do this and had to do that. Yeah, basically about 2.5 days.
Oh, great. So you're here now. We've been waiting 9.5 years for this. It's been a long project. How long did this take to build?
It may have taken maybe a month at the most. Yeah. Each person doing a different job all the time, and it may have taken over a period of time, about a month.
I see. Okay, a month. We waited 9.5 years for that month.
We're so happy to be here, to be able to see the steeple coming up after so much work and so many dedicated and passionate hearts who are committed to the ministry here in Northford. We're looking forward to having it up and having our message out there and fulfilling our faith that we follow Jesus Christ and we believe in serving Jesus Christ to the whole community, to our country. We are excited to be able to share it during Lent, and we hope that our welcoming and warm message is sent out to all the community.
Good morning, this is Tommy Dombrowski. I work for Bay Crane Service. We're providing the unit to lift the spiral and stuff and the steeple back on the church. That's been in progress now, getting rebuilt. We're working for Petra Construction, who oversees this project, and everything up till now is going great. The weather's cooperating today, a little windy, but everything's safe and getting put up. So we should be wrapping up very shortly as far as the crane work, and they'll be just tightening up and finalizing the steeple itself, and the town of Northford will have their church back.
We are excited to see that it is up and we can ring the bell again to let people know that we are here and that God is here, that we're interested in sharing together and working in ministry together to serve the needs of this community. It's exciting and joyful to be able to celebrate this with the community and come together.
We took this, our old bell tower down in November of 2010. In 2013, I took over as council chair of this church, and I got a phone call from Ron Sienna, with the Republican Town Committee, and he said he and the Democratic Town Committee wanted to show the town that they could work together on a project to better the whole town, and they thought that helping us raise the funds to replace the bell tower on our church would be a good thing, because everyone wanted to hear the bell ring in Northford again. So we formed a committee of the Democratic Town Committee, the Republican Town Committee, members of my church, and members of the Historical Society, and spent the last 6 years raising funds to do this. And this will be the culmination of it when this steeple goes into place.
Hi, I'm Dan Lyon, the architect for the belfry and steeple here at the Northford Congregational Church. And what we've done is to put together a belfry and a steeple. And what we did, starting probably 4 or 5 years ago, was to look up Henry Austin's drawings. He's the architect that designed the church in 1846. So we went down to to Yale University, and they showed us his drawings, and we tried to follow the details that he provided then as carefully as we could. This steeple is made of metal and was put together by an outfit down in Campbellsville, Kentucky. And it's the bell, the original bell is in there, and it is going to ring. And I hope that Henry Austin is up there somewhere looking down. I think he'd be pleased. I'm pleased at the result, and this is a very exciting time for all of us.
But it must be gratifying for you as the architect who designed this to see your design up there.
I'm knocking on wood, except that's metal, but I'm so pleased. We come by here frequently on the way to the other places, and this is really thrilling to see the change.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's exciting. I mean, you know, so many people came together to make this happen, and people didn't give up, and this church has served so many people. And so I think we're excited about the community that we feel today.
Yeah. Right.
The coming together, what a long road.
A long road.
Many twists and turns.
Yeah. Yes,
and yet we're able to laugh and to come together, and so many people have shared the story about what this has meant to them and to be a part of. So we're tapping into something really special at a complex time in our world.
Absolutely. The church itself was built in 1846, designed by Henry Austin, who was an architect from Yale. He's well known historically, and he designed the City Hall in New Haven, for example, and a number of churches. I contacted an architect in Wallingford, Daniel Webster Lyon, and he researched the original blueprints and designed a steeple and bell tower to replicate the original 1846 design. So we went to work raising the money, and we got Petra Construction involved as the general contractor. We had Dave Naffis of Naffis and Young Engineering doing the engineering work on the steel work to make the original stone tower. And the reason it's being replaced is that the original church, the walls of which are still here, it burned down on Christmas Eve in 1906. So it was entirely gutted. The original steeple came down. When it was rebuilt in 1908, the bell tower was replaced, but they didn't put the steeple back. They just had a small roof on it. In 1927, someone donated a new bell, new to us, which coincidentally had been cast in 1846 in Troy, New York. The Meneely Bell Company made it. By 2008, engineers determined after a survey that it was unsafe. In 2010, we had to take down the tower and the bell and put a temporary cap on the stone tower. Here we are today, and we have this beautiful new bronze steeple, and soon we'll hear the bell ring in Northford again.
We welcome anyone to come and to worship and to work with us on our missions and our outreach. We'd love to have you be a part.